Hey, how's it going, everyone? I know I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought I would go ahead and knock out another one. So, welcome back to the weekend prep and review for August 24th through August 28th. So far in the prior week, from the 17th to the 21st, it was a relatively slow week for me. I only had 4 trades that you can see right there, which was Peloton, Adobe, Shop, and Zoom. And if you've seen my prior video, you've seen me going into trader view and use all their services, but I found I could use this Excel spreadsheet that I have, which shows everything I want. Like I could put my options trades right here. I could go to my comments, and I'll go into that more whenever when I evaluate my trades. I put why I exited, errors made, follow my trade or whatnot, and then I even go over here and I can see how much I made per block, and the blocks are in 25 trades. But the way I'm going to do this is every block is essentially going to be a month. I only like to do about 3 to 4 to 5 swing trades a month, so that should be plenty for a month time frame. And every now and then I'm knocking some day trades once my job allows that to also happen. So diving right in. Oh, and also the way I handle my charting, or not my charting, but my documentation on as far as the trades, is you go to, I'll have slides, and what I have is a PowerPoint, and then I have it all drawn up the same way I did in TraderView, except with these services I've already paid for and I can still use them. So saving $50 a month. But anyways, all right, so 4 trades for the month. You can see that I have 75% winners, and a 75% winner and a 25% loss. Basically, So I won 3, lost 1, and then I have a 2.2 risk reward ratio on those trades. And overall for the week, I made 1,086. Not a huge ginormous winner, but I mean, even just 1,000 a week is 4,000 a month, and that's about 48,000 a year, and that's easy side cash. So, all right, I'll go into the trades closed, and then the ones I have open, and we can go from there. So every single one was the same. The Peloton, Adobe, and Shop, and Zoom, they're all credit spreads. And right here where it says share, you see 400, 200. That's not that I was trading 400 contracts. No, you actually have to put it in multiples of 100, because each option contract is 100 shares. That way the math comes out correctly in the box for the risk reward and P&L and all that stuff. So that's actually only 424422. So that is why it shows that amount. So the Peloton was a credit spread. I got 180 for it, and then they're all the same. I scaled out half at 50%, the last half at 80%. All of them up until Zoom, which was a loss. I took a loss, and I got short on it. I also wanted a little bit of bearish coverage, and to me it looked like the closest one that would go down. And when I show you the chart, it obviously was not the case. And then this VIX bull call spread right here, that is a hedge, just in case things get crazy and crash overnight for whatever reason. I am hedged with my bullish positions. And then I have a Butterfly and Caterpillar, Netflix, Microsoft, and I have some long calls in Fast. And I could explain this part right here. If you look at Netflix, you're like, well, how am I only risking $100 to make $3,100? And that is possible if you know how to work butterflies correctly. So that's a 31-to-1 risk reward max profit. Am I going to get max profit? No, but I'll be happy with taking 5 or 10 if it all works out. All right, and that is enough of that. I'll dive on into the PowerPoint. All right, we're in the PowerPoint. This is where I try my best to, every time after I enter a trade, I take screenshots of the setup I'm doing and I take notes of it. That way when I come back, I could evaluate it. So Peloton, for example, right here on the left, you have the daily chart. pull back to the 21 SMA. It has already fired. And so this is a reversion to the mean type of trade. So I'm not expecting a huge move, but a potential drift higher. And so I was aiming for it to drift on higher, blah, blah, blah. And so this is the set of stacked EMAs, beta. The ADX is green, so therefore, since it was a credit spread, all I needed it to do was close above 65, which it did. And I just took my premium and moved on. Not a difficult trade at all. Next was Adobe. Fell down to the 34 EMA, was bouncing off it and also off of this little trend line. I entered on this bull flag pattern. Marked my stop loss at that at the low right there. Apparently I got that in there twice. Alright, right here is where there are squeezes, and you see most of the histogram is blue, meaning bullish. Oh, looks like I messed up that Adobe one because you don't have my EMAs. Anyways, same thing, it broke out, went to the highs, and then I scaled out of it, like I said, at 50% and 80%. Alright, and Shopify. So the EMAs stack positive, we have a little squeeze. I'm starting to turn around on the 1 hour. There it is, moving all up again. Alright, so I was looking for a pull back up to the monthly point of control at the top. Also have my squeezes set up right here. And Shop didn't go anywhere too fast. It just chopped around, and then I eventually just locked in the profit. But Zoom, on the other hand, actually I don't have what it looks like now, but I will pull it up. So right here I was looking to, it was under the EMAs, it was turning yellow, it was starting to look like it was going to roll down, so I was looking to short into the rally. That momentum was on the daily was going red off the squeeze. To me, I was looking, like I said, looking for it to pop down a little bit. I did it at the money credit spread. It was only a, let me look at it, a 250, 245 credit spread that I got $2.50 for it. So it was literally a 1-to-1 risk reward. I only got out for that $1 or a $194 loss. No biggie, so that's what I was looking at. And the early end signals, so I was expecting, what I was thinking was come up, consolidate, break down, test, and then back down. Was my anticipation. But this is actually what happened. Talk about a fake out, right? All the way up to where the squeeze is firing. Something to take note of now. So I got in on this little rally here. It closed red, looking like it was going to go back down. I was all right. And the next day, it shut up here. I watched it, and that's about right here's where I closed it. And that was a good stop out because look at how that thing just kept on running. Always feels good when you get out and it keeps running the opposite direction. Alright, so yeah, that was Zoom. And that was how I got stopped out on that one. So that was those 4 trades. Like I said, only about 1,000 for the week. Nothing crazy, but I'll take it. But I am pleased with a 2.2 risk reward and a 75% winner. But that's only over 4 trades right there. So, but nonetheless, those are good numbers. And let me show you, we'll review the trades I'm currently in. I'll bring this here for reference. All right, the VIX. This one I'm probably going to call or close and roll it further down. That's just a hedge. I positioned this for a max loss, meaning it could go to 0 and I not care. All right, Caterpillar. So I have a 140, 145, 150 butterfly. And so what I'm seeing here is how the trend line is holding up, cruising up. This is support on the daily, or sorry, resistance on the daily chart from in the past. Larger time frames are negative. Oh, okay, that's what happened. I was about to say that doesn't make any sense as I was saying that. Typo. Alright, and here we are, EMA stack positive. There's no daily squeeze, so I'm not expecting it to completely shoot up and shoot past my upper strike. I'm expecting it or wanting it to just literally chop around and end somewhere above this break-even line, near 145 ideally. So here I have the green 10x bars indicating upward momentum. Entered on the pullback to the 21 EMA. So it opened, pulled back. I'm like, all right, this is my time to get in for the best price. Entered it, and now I'm looking for a move up to 145. So that's yeah, Caterpillar, nothing crazy. My stop is a break below on the 34 EMA. If that happens, then I'm out. But I also took a small position size, so if it didn't exactly thrust up like I'm looking for, then no harm, no foul. All right, NFLX consolidated to about the 50 SMA, which is this blue line right here. All right, you see it has a low compression squeeze, but early in signals on a daily with momentum slowly shifting upwards. What that means is the yellow is slowly starting to get higher, and then what we're looking for is it to turn light blue like this right here, which would mean a move higher. I'm targeting this peak right here, which is 100% retracement from this decline. And then I wanted my outer wings to be outside the 1272 extension. So for about a 7-day trade that is within parameters, like anything could happen, but probability wise, it shouldn't shoot up to the 1618 retracement. It should kind of finagle in this little area, and that's all I'm looking for. And I got in for $4.50, and that is a $20 wide butterfly. So I'm risking $4.50 to make $15.50. So this is where you get that risking only 100 to make 3,100 or whatever it was. If you learn how to play, it's kind of like playing darts or horseshoes. You just gotta kind of aim where you expect it to be within the expected time frame, and then you can get some decent risk reward on it. But there will be times where you'll be completely wrong and it will shoot right through what you're looking at. But that's part of the game. All right, Microsoft. Low compression squeeze, kind of chopping around in this area. And I am, once again, I'm aiming for this 100% retracement. This yellow line right here is my break-even point, so I just wanted to cruise around in this area right here, going into Friday, and that'll be a profitable trade. But the same thing as all the other ones. I have my checklist or rules for trades are all the same. I have my EMA stack positive, there's a squeeze going, momentum's going higher. And then I have a butterfly one with this because it's yellow 10x bars indicating sideways, meaning the DMI and the ADX are basically moving sideways for the easiest terms. So I'm wanting it to, which is also the top of this Bollinger Band. So if by Friday we come up and test this Bollinger Band, boom. What I would like to do is like Tuesday or Wednesday, scale out and then hold the rest into Friday. That's the best way to do it. And then once again, the same thing, all the SMAs and EMA's cruising on higher. I want the price to be in this basket right there, and that's it. Fast, I'm just playing a 2 minutes high compression squeeze on it. See, it's consolidating on the 2-hour compression squeeze. It's consolidating. We have a high compression squeeze. Momentum starting to slingshot higher. Threw on some fibs from the high to the low. Boom. I'm going to target this 48 and hop in and hop out. Just a quick little pop, and you can see also on the daily. I actually might hold on to it longer because everything is green up top. Stacked DMAs, the VWAP stacked positive. Everything's saying bullish, like go. And I have the September's expiration, so I might just hold on to those till I get daily early out signals. But that is the trades that I currently have on, and what I'm looking to watch into next week is not overly large list. Let me bring over my thinkorswim here. Alright, so going into next week, I'm going to be really cautious. I'm going to watch what's happening. So this blue dotted line right here, this is all-time highs on the S&P 500 E-mini futures. So we haven't got above it yet in the futures aspect. SPX, yes, buy, yes, but barely. Like, go to XPX. The red line is all-time high, so we're barely peaking above it. What I would like to see, just for confirmation, because it is crazy what kind of run we have had, I would like to see it break this level, retest it, and then move higher and higher than average volume. That's just what I'm going to be looking for in the next week. Otherwise, I think we may kind of consolidate and chop around, maybe even pull back a little bit, which is completely possible. But that is kind of what I'm looking for, so I'm not looking to get too heavy in the next week. Now, as far as swing trades go, I'm going to be a little cautious on those. I'm going to play out these butterflies as well, but I may play a few day trades. So stocks that I'm watching for day trades, I have Twitter, so Twitter has been consolidating. And then you have the early in signals, which are these dots going on right here. It's in a low compression. It was in a high compression squeeze, went to a mid, and now low. So which means each one is firing. Momentum is going higher. There's room for the upside. EMA stack positive. Now come over here to the 1 hour. Starting to move. And so what I'm going to look for on the 1 hour or 30 minute, I'm going to look for a pullback to the 21 SMA, which is this white line on either time frame, and then play the next move higher. It's my goal with Twitter. Lockheed Martin, I also have the same thing. I also threw some fib levels on so I could see what I want to do about it. So you get swing high, swing low. Here are the fibs. Also, I like how on the 20th, Lockheed Martin came down, tested the 21 EMA, closed on a hammer candle, and is continuing higher on also above average volume. You look right there, above average volume came in on that, solidifying that dip, which means things could get higher. You can do lots of things. I may, depending on the week goes, I may throw on a credit spread and out of the money, go out a little bit and see if it chops up and moves higher. But I also may do a shorter term spread. Thinking about maybe next week doing, I was looking at this earlier when I was planning. I like the 2 hour squeeze. So there's a 2 hour setup. I was thinking about putting on this week's 390 credit spread to get about $2.50 on it. So you can see it's starting to, the EMA is still somewhat stacked positive, starting to turn back around after that dip. Squeeze is low compression, starting to slingshot up higher. On the 1 hour, you're starting to see blue momentum already, indicating that this may go higher, and I'm hoping this, or wanting to see this go higher, which would also drag the 2 hour higher. And then all you want is price above 390 going into Friday. It'll be an easy income trade if it all works out. It says easy, but that's also, like I said, all if it works out. eBay, another one. This squeeze, I believe, has fired, and then if you look at here, it's just been stair-stepping higher, up, down 20 EMA, up, 21 EMA, up, 21 EMA, and over and over and over, just jumps off that level. It's an idea for another day trade. I'm not liking the 2 hour, but maybe the 1 hour can pull on back, get it around the 21 or 34, and play the 1 hour pop higher, or maybe even lower in the 30-minute. But I would want to wait for a squeeze to form in one of them before riding it any higher as well. But those are the only trades I'm looking for into next week so far. Things do change, but I do want to see how the overall market reacts. All right, that's all I have for you. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section below. I will for sure get to them for you. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, like the video, ask questions, share it with your friends. But thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome day.